Bad connection, Ian. Really bad connection. Don't forget to leave your like in this one now. Ah, that's fantastic, man. Mark my words, Leon. The more you learn about fighting, the more you learn about martial arts, the more skills you get, the less you want to fight people. Because the more that you train, the more you get new skills, the more you understand how your body works, the more you understand the way of the hand, the way of the foot, the way of getting in and getting out, and how dangerous you can become as a martial artist, the less you want to get involved in troubles with fighting. Okay? Because these really gonna bring something to your mind, like if you harm someone, if you hurt someone, the consequence will be bad on the street. And as I say all the time to some of my friends, the street is not the place to have fun. The street is not like a playground, like a lot of people believe. You can just go to the street and start fighting in there without consequence. That's not the street. The street always gonna leave consequences in there. It's not something fun, because people will go there, people will fight few times on the streets, and they will survive, and then they're gonna believe they are invincible. But there is no such of a thing on the street. Organized fights, when you get together with someone and you say, yeah, we're gonna fight on the street, is one thing. Another thing is when you are walking there and the situation happens that fast, you don't even have time to think. But the more you train, the more you understand the concept about martial art, the less you want to harm people. You mark my words, boy, the less you want to do anything against others, because it's the consequence of the actions is really bad sometimes, and it's not fun harming people, it's not fun. And believe it or not, some people, when I lead some classes or workshop or conferences, I have my way of thinking, but this way that I think is how I was raised on the streets, and what I see on the streets. And when I talk about that, people get really curious and surprised with few things that what I say. For example, I keep telling people, be careful, you need to follow the rules of the street. And some people will say, there are no rules on the street. And my reply is, if you believe there are no rules on the street, you will be the first one to get killed out there. There are rules everywhere. Everywhere. Mainly on the street. For surviving, there are rules. And those who does not understand that concept, as I say, they will be the first ones to lose their lives because they can't follow the rules. They can't follow what it has for them out there. Oops. Oh, the imaging of the phone is really bad. And it's very cold too. So yes, remember, there are rules on the street and these rules must be obeyed. Now, people will not believe my words. People will say whatever I'm saying is bullshit. But only when you have the experience of something you can tell about it. So most of the times when I say something and some of my friends ask me, oh, don't you get annoyed or frustrated when you try to teach people something and they don't want to learn? And I say, absolutely not. It's not my business. It's not my plan. Okay? First, when I'm teaching someone, whatever I am teaching there, I am getting paid for it. I'm not teaching for free. Okay? So I'm doing a job. If I want to teach someone something for survival, it means that person means a lot to me. Is someone who I really wants to protect, then I will consider, then I'm going to be a pain in the ass for those. Tell me what are the rules of the street. Oh, young sir, there's so many of them, and they are the ones who will keep you alive, as you start getting older. I can mention you few for you over here, but remember, whatever I'm telling you here is not what you may experience ever in life. But a lot of things what I'm going to tell you here is things what I have experienced myself back on the days. Okay, so I can give you maybe 2, 3, 4 tips how you can understand a little bit more the street. Okay, look, I'll give you a few of them. Why not? As I mentioned to you, I can give you some of them. Be aware. And even though when people tell you this is bullshit, this is not for people, this is for you. First, you need to understand on the street, boy, you are never safe. That is one of the rules of the street. You are never safe. Now, you can do whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. You can try and protect yourself as much as you want. But on the street, you are never safe. And when I say that, I don't mean only about someone can try something against you. You are on the street, you are on the road, you are up there. Someone can come and attack you, a dog can attack you on the street. A car can lose the control and hit you when you are walking on the pavement. Anything can happen while you are on the street. Anything can happen to you while you are out there. No matter what, no matter when. Can be a car crash, can be someone running to you, can be a dog, can be an accident, can be an explosion near you, can be something, can be just you walking and stepping something on the floor and slipping, can be a banana skin on the floor. So remember, on the street, you are never safe. There is always something out there for you to be aware, for you to keep your eyes opened, always. There always will be. The second one, what you can put for your life as well, Ian. You imagine that. Like you mentioned to me a few times, you're fighting on the street. Yeah. And a lot of people does. I did when I was young. This is something which became very common, which should not, because as I say, you are never safe on the street. Now, if you are thinking about fighting on the street, there is one thing what you need to keep on your mind all the time. Someone will always get hurt. You need to understand that someone will always get hurt. just make sure it's not you. Do everything to make sure it's not you who get hurt on the street, or at least it's not you who get hurt the most on the street. Because the third rule is nobody gives a shit about you when you are on the street. Nobody cares about you when you are out there. Nobody gives a damn who you are, what you feel, what is happening with you. You may have some sympathizers who can come to offer you a little help, but nobody actually cares about your life, why you end up on the streets, want to get you out of there or out of that situation. Mainly if you're a junkie, then people don't even give you even worse shit about you. You know? So you need to be aware, or something happens to you, nobody will help you. So make sure you don't get involved in trouble. Because you only have friends when you are paying something to them, when you are worth something to them. When they need something from you on the street, then you have a lot of friends on the street. But the time when someone put a gun on your face, you don't have friends anymore, because they're going to be the first one to run. And I say that by experience, it's not something what I've seen. People will be there with you until the moment they can run away. This is street. So, following these three basic rules, you can add one more, and of course the last, because this already gonna bug your mind a lot. Okay, and at the end I'll give you a little advice as well. You know, well, when I was young, we were following the philosophy of the hare on the street. The hare, H-A-R-E, hare. That's what we were following on the street, the philosophy of the hare. Why? Small mouth, big ears, and fast legs. Don't talk too much on the street. Don't speak too much. Don't tell people a lot about yourself. Don't sell yourself so cheap. Keep whatever you need, whoever you want to be, keep that for yourself. Don't tell anybody else. Just make it happen. Make the progress happen in your life. Don't tell people, do not attract the bad luck coming to you, and it will come all the time. So keep whatever you learn, a martial art, keep it for yourself. Don't show other people, because on the day when you need the most, you're not gonna know how to do so, because your opponent already knows all your weapons. So don't let them get your weapons. Philosophy of the hare: small mouth, don't talk too much, but have big ears. Listen to everything what people are talking on the street. Listen to everything what people are telling you, and consider if that's worth the advice or not. And fast legs, of course, because whenever the situation gets hard, nobody has a chest of steel. Okay, nobody's a Superman. Nobody. So yeah, no. Let's not try and be heroes, because it's not worth the trouble. Let's not try to be heroes at all. Okay? Let's enjoy life. And if you see and you believe something's going on, something is wrong, something is attempt against you, run and keep safe, keep alive. Oh yeah, no, my connection here is quite bad. Sorry about that, buddy. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm just on the road, so yeah. The connection here is really, really bad. So remember, first rule, we are never safe on the streets. Second rule, someone will always get hurt. Make sure it's not you. Third rule, nobody cares about you at all. And the fourth one is just the philosophy of the hare. Small mouth, big ears, and fast legs. And you see, this is something what you can put like, is this something, oh sorry, I'm just in the cross road here. It's really bad. Yeah, oh, I know my internet is bad. I'm losing signal here all the time. I'm not surprised I'm on the road, and the place where I am here is not great at all. Don't forget to leave your likes, bunch of motherfuckers. And of course, buddy, once we had a little conversation back on the days, months ago, and you mentioned something to me, and I was thinking about that for some time. And you know what? I have exactly the same conclusion I had back then. After to try to understand some humans, okay, some people around me. Do you remember when you told me once, respect and trust, they walk together? So if you respect someone, you're gonna trust them. You know, I had an idea back then, and after we had that little conversation, I allowed myself to rethink about what I told you, and I still remember what I told you there, and I still have the same beliefs I had back then. Respect and trust, they are really hard, okay, to put those two things together. I start with the respect, because the respect, no matter what, when you have respect for people, not only for people, but you need to respect people, you need to respect life, you need to respect the elderly, the young, everyone, all the time. Everything is something really, really complicated, because as much I respect having those people around me, I respect a lot of mates what I have, you know, I don't trust keeping them in my house. But I do respect them. I respect my enemies, mainly when I don't know their weapons. So I show some respect to my enemies. They still are my enemies, but they have my respect. They don't have my trust though. You know, I respect you, Leo, but I don't trust you because I don't know you. Even not knowing you, I need to respect you. Okay, the respect is a matter. They have to come everywhere all the time. We need to learn how to respect everything and everyone. The respect is the biggest pillar, is the basement for every construction, what you make in life with other people. The trust is different. The trust is something completely different. I don't put my trust in a lot of people around the world. Even some people who are with me for so many years, they are walking by my side. I have the respect for them. I have appreciation for a lot of things they have done to me, but I can't trust them. You know, I find it really, really hard, because trust is something that goes beyond our expectation. And it will take a lifetime before we understand the concept of trust. Okay, but anyway, it's one of those little things we need to learn all the time. Right, I'm just gonna go to the road now. I don't want to be on the phone, so I'll come back later on. We can have another conversation later on. Okay, buddy? So we speak later. Bye for now.